Good morning, this is John from Clock Repairs Merseyside. I just thought, while I had a bit of a chance, I would show everybody our clock, our grandfather clock repair stand. Now, we have our brackets in our workshops, which, you know, do majority of things, but from time to time we get clocks in that are really, really heavy, substantial, sort of moving towards a turret clock type of effort. So I've constructed one of these stands now. As you can see, it's quite heavy. It's made out of sort of 3x2, and we've doubled the legs up because obviously everything is downward pressure, and when you have your 3 weights on, there's going to be downward pressure. So we've pretty much made it very, very substantial. I mean, we've seen the stands obviously that are sold online, and they're certainly not going to, they're not up for our job. Let's put it that way. I'd be very, very concerned putting a clock on one of them. But there you go, that's my opinion, as always. So that's the type of thing we're going to use. Now we're going to build 2 of them. We're going to build another one. We've got that one. We're going to build another one. We've got this one. And as you can see, it's pretty substantial. And this part here, where you see my finger, that's going to be put on with coach bolts. And so we can obviously adjust the shoulders, because obviously some seat boards are different sizes, and you know, one thing and another. We've got like a slot at the front there where the dial goes down. I mean, this took me probably 4 or 5 hours to make, obviously measuring, and now it's specifically been made for this clock, which is, as you can see, it's in a sorry state at the moment, but we're gonna solve that. We're gonna do some dial work on it. We're gonna service the movements on it. As you can see, it's a pretty free train chiming on bars type of movement. We're going to service that, and you know, it really hasn't, it's got 1 or 2 issues, but we can solve them. Yeah, it's a pretty nice clock, absolutely beautiful. We're going to do that, but my main video is for this stand. As you can see, that weight is actually off another clock, but the weight on this particular clock is actually much heavier. Now, as you can see, we've got it splayed slightly, and this is to compensate for the rocking of the pendulum. If the pendulum, you know, obviously gains as it goes back and forth, you know, although you can't see it, there will be a slight movement, which will probably, on a smaller clock, will certainly stop it. On this particular clock, it probably wouldn't, but you know, we try to counteract that. Also, we've slightly splayed the legs coming outwards so that there's no sort of tipping situation. But realistically, your weight has got to be central. So when you put your weights on, so you've got that downward force, and it's you know, it's keeping the thing stable. What you don't want the movement to the front. You want it literally central, and that's why we've got this thing where we can move it from side to side, and we can you know, adjust these shoulders. But that's pretty perfect. It's about 4 foot high, which I'm 6 foot, so it gives me sort of, I'm looking straight at everything, because we're now getting to the stage in the business where we're doing a lot of restoration. We've just finished that case there. That case has been restored. It certainly wasn't in that state. It had woodworm, it had quite a lot of things, and we've done all that and sorted out. Here's another clock that's been restored. Our case, the case has been restored on that. Again, certainly wasn't like that. There's some pictures on our website of what it was like. That's a nice heavy mahogany case on that one, and it's made by a gentleman called John Wignall of Longcase, probably dated about 1820. But that's run absolutely beautifully now. Needed gut line. It had some kind of fishing wire on it. Not our usual 50 breaking strain stuff what people seem to put on, which is I'll just always change as of. I mean, it's a pet hate of mine, that stuff. It's absolutely a joke. You know, gets tangled up. It does everything. There's no substance to it. I just don't think it's a good move. But again, a lot of these things are my opinions, really, but got enough reason, got enough experience to know what's right and what's wrong. But yeah, that's our clock stand. Just an idea if anyone wants to make a clock stand, that might suffice. The bottom rail is purposely put to the bottom there, just in case we wanted to lay weights on the back of it for some reason. If we found anything's a bit top heavy, or which, but as I say, really the important thing with a big clock like this is to make sure that it's central, so that the weights are actually dragging it down. I mean, pretty much 30-hour long case clocks, I mean, that's what they rely on, really. They rely on that stability of, you know, things being central with them. But yeah, other than that. So anyway, this is John from Clock Repairs Merseyside. Just a quick video. That's our clock stand. As I say, I did have a look. I had no intentions of buying one, to be fair, but I did have a look on eBay, and I looked and I thought, oh no, I mean, this clock, the weights on this clock, one weight on this clock would collapse one of them in a heartbeat, no doubt about it. But anyway, this is John from Clock Repairs Merseyside. Hope you have a nice day, and maybe this can give some people some ideas. I mean, it's a worthwhile project, worthwhile make. It's very safe. You can work right round the clock, no problem at all. And it's amazing. Oh, this clock has also got a mercury pendulum, so yeah, you can work right round it and sort it out and work away to your heart's content, knowing that it's going to stay on the stand and it's not going to end up on the floor and you're going to get sued by the customer. Anyway, this is John from Clock Repairs Merseyside. You have a great day. Thank you.